The teasers dropped, the fandom went silent. In an instant, the entire K-pop world was turned upside down. One single Instagram story, one mystery man, and, well, millions of questions. She finally posted him, and BLACKPINK's biggest secret is out. Welcome to Starscope K-Report. Join Eric and Minji as they ride the Hallyu wave, uncovering the biggest K-pop comebacks, shocking industry controversies, and major K-drama updates. From internet-breaking rumors to historic chart milestones, we dive deep into the world of Korean entertainment. Okay, let's unpack this, because for this deep dive, we are looking at a literal pop culture earthquake. The topic: BLACKPINK Jennie's July 18, 2026 Instagram story.
Yeah, I mean, it really is the post that launched 1,000 fan theories. And to get to the bottom of this, we've gathered official agency statements from Odd Atelier, which is, Jennie's own label, OA.
Right.
Along with global charting data and just a massive stack of entertainment reports. We're looking at Koreaboo, Soompi, All Pop, Chosun Biz, Radar Pop, you name it.
The whole stack.
Exactly. We are tracking the domestic reaction from Korean netizens, the international fan meltdown, and most importantly, the actual business mechanics moving behind the scenes.
And our mission for you, the listener, is to help you untangle this massive pop culture moment. We're going to decode whether this is like a romantic soft launch, or maybe a genius promotional teaser, or just a really rare glimpse into her fiercely guarded private life.
Because right now, the timeline is in absolute chaos.
Total chaos. So let's start with the drop itself. It's July 18th. Jennie posts a photo to her Instagram story. There is no caption, there is zero context, just a single solitary image.
And it's such a fascinating visual choice, right? Because it feels so intimate. We were looking at this very retro Polaroid-style aesthetic.
Yeah, the vibes were immaculate.
Truly, she is outdoors wearing this very relaxed, bright floral pattern summer dress. And she is just comfortably, affectionately resting her head on the shoulder of this tall mystery man.
Who's wearing a very crisp navy blue button-up shirt.
Right, the navy shirt. The overall mood is just dreamy and relaxed. But the crucial detail, the one that sent the internet into an absolute tailspin, is that his face is entirely obscured.
By a massive white heart emoji.
A giant white heart.
It's simultaneously brilliant and completely maddening. You have this incredibly intimate framing, but the core piece of information is just blocked out.
Exactly.
And the fandom meltdown was instantaneous. BLMX, which, is the official name for BLACKPINK's fandom, along with just casual fans, absolutely flooded X and TikTok.
I mean, we are talking hundreds of thousands of posts within minutes.
Minutes. You had users panicking in real time, like user Rubyite Girl Z tweeted in all caps, "Jennie, what the fuck XK? Who is that guy?"
I saw that one.
And then you had user Kiroings posting, "Jennie soft launching her boyfriend." TikTok was instantly full of these viral compilations.
Oh, the digital forensics.
Yes. Dissecting every single pixel of the guy's shirt collar, trying to match the fabric to clothes worn by famous actors. It was wild.
What's fascinating here is how this perfectly aligns with her solo branding as the ultimate it girl. If we look at the factual context of this moment, this photo did not just drop in a vacuum.
No, definitely not.
It dropped right as Jennie is quite literally conquering the globe. This is a highly calculated move at the peak of her visibility.
Because she is everywhere right now.
She really is. I mean, she just headlined 3 major European festivals in a row. She completed this historic run that included Spain's Mad Cool Festival on July 9th.
Which looked amazing, by the way.
Incredible visuals.
Well,
and right now, she is actively prepping to perform at Lollapalooza Chicago in the U.S., as well as Summer Sonic 2026 in Japan.
right.
So she is at the absolute apex of her global reach, which means all eyes are already on her.
So it's not just a random Tuesday post, it's highly intentional. To put it in perspective for you, imagine you're watching a massive, big-budget K-drama.
Oh, this is a great analogy.
Right. It's the end of episode 15. The tension has been building for 16 hours of television. The male lead's face is finally about to be shown to resolve the central mystery of the entire series. And the broadcast just cuts to black. Roll credits. That's what she did to us. But I have to ask you, how does she manage to pull this off?
What do you mean?
Because usually when a photo like this drops, the idol is scrambling to do damage control, right? How does Jennie always manage to keep the upper hand on her own narrative?
Well, it's by understanding that in the modern era of the Hallyu wave, which is the global explosion of South Korean pop culture, attention is currency.
Right.
She provides an image that is 90% aesthetic and 10% mystery. By doing that, she forces the audience to do the marketing for her.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't need to put up billboards. The fans immediately become the detectives, the journalists, and the global promoters all at once. They analyze every detail and trend her name worldwide.
But wait till you hear what those digital detectives uncovered next. Because this might not be a romance at all. It could actually be a massive spoiler for one of the most anticipated comebacks of the year.
And for those who might be newer to the industry terminology, a comeback in K-pop doesn't mean an artist has been on a long hiatus.
Right. It's not like they retired and came back.
Exactly. It's simply the official term for any new music release and the massive promotional cycle that accompanies it. Which brings us to theory number 1.
Okay, lay it on me.
Theory number 1 centers around the idea that this mystery man is actually an actor cast in an upcoming music video.
The comeback theory. And the timeline on this actually makes a lot of sense when you piece together. Because recently, Jennie posted a teaser on her story with the word soon but followed by a butterfly emoji.
Which fans immediately jumped on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And during her recent European festival run, she's been previewing an unreleased track that has very specific vibe.
That's right. During her sets at Opener, Governor's Ball, and Roskilde, she debuted a track that fans have tentatively titled Less Than a Lover, or sometimes Little Less.
And if you look at the lyrics she's been performing on stage, they perfectly match the aesthetic of this Polaroid photo.
They really do.
The lyrics go a little bit less than a lover, a little bit more than another.
Which is just the exact definition of a situationship.
Totally.
It's a complex romantic dynamic that defies simple labels. The relaxed, intimate summer mood of the song directly mirrors the visual of the floral dress and the leaning on the shoulder. It's a very cohesive, artistic vision.
So Korean netizens, or K-nets as they're known, who are essentially the most formidable digital detectives on the planet, they went to work.
They always do.
They really do. User Yappingchi on X posted a highly detailed theory that completely blew up. They pointed out that the mystery man's build, his shoulder width, and the jawline.
The tiny little bit of jawline you can allegedly see picking out.
Right, just that tiny sliver from behind the emoji. They said it strongly resembles the popular actor Byeon Woo Seok.
And the connective tissue there is that Jennie actually met Byeon Woo Seok during the Golden Disc Awards.
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they crossed paths there, so it's a very plausible working relationship. If he is, in fact, the actor playing the romantic interest in the Less Than a Lover music video, covering his face with a heart emoji is just a genius way to build hype for the eventual visual reveal.
It's so smart.
It turns a standard music video announcement into an internet-breaking puzzle.
I completely agree. But that's not the only music theory floating around. We have to talk about theory 2, which is the Dracula connection.
Yes, the chart data on this is incredible.
Because we cannot overstate her global charting power right now. Her 2025 solo album, Ruby, sold over 1 million copies worldwide.
Huge number.
Right, debuting in the top 10 in over 19 countries. And just recently, in 2026, her remix of Tame Impala's Dracula peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Global 200, and it hit the top 10 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100.
Which is a staggering achievement for a K-pop female soloist. It really solidifies her as a mainstream force in the Western market, not just a K-pop phenomenon.
Exactly.
So some industry watchers are speculating this photo could actually be a teaser for a Dracula visual, hinting at some sort of high-profile Western collaboration.
I see the logic there for sure. But there is a third theory, and I think we have to look closely at K-pop fandom history here.
Okay, theory 3.
Theory 3 is that this is simply a platonic bestie. Do you remember January 2026? Just a few months ago.
Oh, the gallery exhibition photos?
Exactly. Jennie posted a series of photos linking arms with this very tall, very handsome man. He was looking down at her. She was looking up at him with this incredibly warm gaze.
And the internet instantly lost its mind.
Lost its mind. Dating rumors exploded across every single platform. And who did it turn out to be?
Her close, longtime friend, actor Lee Joo Hyung, who is widely known to the fans as Tuzu Brother.
Right, a purely platonic bestie. And once that was confirmed, TikTok was suddenly flooded with edits of them using the hashtag friendship goals.
It was a total pivot.
The thing about Jennie is that she loves her friends, and she historically isn't afraid to post them, despite the rumors it might cause.
Well, an industry insider from Radar Kpop actually weighed in on this new July 18th photo, and their quote was fascinating.
What did they say?
They said, Jennie understands visuals better than most. This isn't random. She's a master at controlling the narrative.
Wow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It is a crucial point. Whether the man behind the emoji is actor Byeon Woo Seok for a music video, a Western collaborator for Dracula, or just a close friend she's spending her summer with, the ambiguity itself is the strategy.
But I want to push back on this a little bit, or at least ask you to explain how the mechanics of the industry are shifting.
Okay, sure.
Think about the evolution of the dating scandal in Korean entertainment. For years, the mere whisper of an idol dating was considered a career-ending crisis, right?
Absolutely.
Agencies would force these very tearful public apologies. So are K-pop agencies and idols getting so smart, so media literate, that they are now weaponizing the threat of a dating rumor to build hype for an all-kill comeback?
That's a great point.
And for the uninitiated listening right now, an all-kill is when a song hits #1 on every single major Korean music chart simultaneously.
Mm.
Are they baiting us into giving them an all-kill?
It's a very sharp observation, and to answer your question, we really have to look at how the paradigm has fundamentally shifted.
How so?
Historically, K-pop agencies enforced strict dating bans. The entire financial model of the industry was built on parasocial relationships, basically selling fans the illusion of accessibility.
Right, the idea that the idol is single and available.
The idea was that the idol belonged to the fans. So if an idol was caught dating, it broke that illusion, leading to massive boycotts and plummeting stock prices.
Right, fans would literally send protest trucks to the agency headquarters. It was intense.
Precisely. But for a global superstar of Jennie's caliber, that outdated model is obsolete.
She's just too big for that now.
Exactly. By posting an ambiguous photo that triggers the exact psychological response of a dating scandal, she harnesses the viral momentum of a scandal without actually committing to a public relationship.
Oh, that is so clever.
She's essentially converting tabloid energy into chart momentum. It's a masterclass in modern PR.
It is brilliant. And hey, if you love staying updated on your favorites and doing this kind of K-pop detective work with us, make sure you're subscribed to Starscope's K-Report. We've got even bigger scoops ahead.
We definitely do. And that's a perfect transition because this level of narrative control didn't just happen overnight. It was born out of absolute necessity.
Yeah.
Later in this deep dive, we need to discuss a shocking official statement her agency dropped just a few months ago. It completely changes how we should be viewing this seemingly innocent Instagram story.
Let's get into that reality now. Because while the Hallyu wave brings immense global adoration, the dark side of that spotlight is a vital piece of context here.
It is. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the pressure on these artists is crushing and highly invasive. We have to talk about sasaeng culture.
Sasaengs being the obsessive fans who cross the line into stalking behavior.
Right.
It's the part of K-entertainment that is just incredibly stressful and heartbreaking to watch as a normal fan.
It is deeply concerning. And for Jennie, it reached a boiling point earlier this year.
Yeah, the agency stepped in.
Big time. On March 9, 2026, Jennie's self-founded agency, OA Odd Atelier, issued a very strict, very public legal warning. They announced they were taking firm, uncompromising action against acts that infringe on Jennie's reputation and privacy.
And they didn't mince words. It wasn't a standard, polite PR warning.
Not at all. OA announced zero leniency and absolutely no settlements.
Good for them.
They specifically cited people spreading false information, defamatory content, malicious slander, and crucially, people invading her privacy by following her movement routes or disturbing her personal time.
Which is terrifying that they even have to specify that.
They stated they're conducting ongoing monitoring of online communities to collect evidence for both civil and criminal legal action.
Which is so necessary. You have to remember, she is balancing an impossible schedule right now.
It's nonstop.
She has this massive solo career with her album Ruby, the European festivals, the Billboard hits. But she's also still deeply committed to BLACKPINK. The group literally just released their highly anticipated third mini-album, Deadline, on June 27th, 2026.
Right, the group promotions are huge.
She is working nonstop, flying back and forth between group promotions and solo headlining sets. Seeing idols hounded by paparazzi and malicious rumor mills while they are just trying to live their lives or promote their art. It's exhausting for the fandom to witness.
Absolutely.
So I can't even imagine the psychological toll it takes on her.
And this is exactly why the July 18th photo is such a brilliant defensive PR maneuver. Think about the mechanics of a traditional dating exposure in Korea. Historically, a massive tabloid like Dispatch, which is notorious for exposing celebrity couples, often on New Year's Day.
Oh, the New Year's Day drops. Everyone dreads them.
Exactly. They trail an artist for months. They hide in cars, they take grainy telephoto lens pictures in underground parking garages, and they publish them to strip the artist of their agency. The goal of the tabloid is to force a confession.
Right. The tabloid steals the narrative and puts the idol on trial in front of the public.
Exactly. But look at what Jennie did here. By posting the mystery man herself on her own Instagram story in high resolution,
Right.
complete with a deliberately placed heart emoji, she takes the power entirely away from Dispatch and the paparazzi.
That is so true.
She neuters their threat. She dictates exactly what the public sees. She feeds the beast of public curiosity, but entirely on her own terms. Her actual private life remains fiercely protected behind this wall of self-directed marketing.
She is basically saying, you want a story?
Yeah.
I'll give you the picture, but I keep the truth.
Precisely.
It renders the paparazzi useless, because how can they expose her when she's already posting the photos herself?
It completely flips the power dynamic. But, this raises an important question about the modern relationship between the artist and the audience.
Yeah.
When an agency like OA has to threaten criminal charges just to allow an artist to walk down the street without being followed, how do fans engage with the mystery of a post like this responsibly?
Right. And I want to turn this question to you, the listener. What stands out to you in all of this? How do we, as a fandom, balance the thrill of decoding a bias's mysterious post, zooming in on the shirt collar, analyzing the height difference, theorizing about actors, with respecting the strict boundaries their agencies have to legally enforce?
It's a tough line to walk.
It really is.
Yeah.
Where's the line between having fun with a comeback tease and feeding into the exact invasive culture that Auditelli is fighting against?
It's a delicate balance. It requires a mature fandom to recognize that an idol's visuals, their aesthetic marketing, and their carefully curated posts are entirely separate from their fundamental human right to privacy off-camera.
Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a KT update or a deep dive into the business behind the music, because we are definitely going to be tracking how this specific story evolves over the next few weeks.
Definitely. To summarize the brilliance of this entire pop culture moment, Jennie has proven once again that her cultural impact is simply unmatched.
Unmatched.
It truly doesn't matter if this photo is the soft launch of a genuine romance. It doesn't matter if it's a meticulously planned comeback teaser for the Less Than a Lover music video starring Byeon Woo Seok. And it doesn't matter if it's just a casual summer snap with a platonic bestie.
The result is exactly the same.
Right.
The internet stopped. The global charts are primed for whatever she drops next. And she remains completely, unequivocally in control of her own story.
She does. But it leaves us with a fascinating, almost unsettling shift to consider for the future of K-pop as a whole.
Unsettling how?
Well, if this is an actor for a music video, we are entering a totally new era of Korean entertainment. An era where idols are no longer terrified of dating rumors, but are actively simulating them to break the internet and promote their art.
Wait, wow. It's weaponized shipping.
Yes.
They are taking the very thing that used to ruin careers and using it to trend at #1 worldwide.
Precisely. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought to mull over for you, the listener. What happens to the industry and to the fans when the line between a meticulously planned marketing rollout and an idol's real life becomes completely invisible?
That is wild to think about.
Right. If every genuine scandal might just be a teaser, and every promotional teaser looks exactly like a scandal, how will we ever know it's real?
You've been listening to Starscope K-Report, where Eric and Midji bring you the stories shaping K-pop, K-dramas, and the global Hallyu wave. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.